Okay. Yay. It's funny, out of all of the technological things I've gone through, sometimes it's like, oh, I just have to plug it in. How about that? User error. Oops. Oh, it's so good to be back with you. It's been a minute. I hope everyone is well, however you are. I hope there's space in your being just to allow whatever is arising and has been arising to be there. I think it's been true throughout time, and even more so now, of just allowing as much as we can without judgment, without needing to create meaning always, or understanding, of allowing the waves to come up and down. And what a time we're in, right? It's quite something. And thank you for those two. Some of you knew of my beloved Pyrenees, Katie, that you would have probably heard coming in and out of the room, or see her or hear her snoring in the background, passed over the holidays. And it's been quite the adjustment. She's been with me for 13 and a half years, and it all happened so fast. So that's partly why I needed to take a break for a couple weeks. But super excited to be back with y'all. We're going to jump in. Oh, thanks, Sue. Sue, you're on here. Yeah, it's been an adjustment. She's coming back, though. She's going to come back sooner than later. I feel her very strongly in the field, and yeah, so she's coming back. I'm excited. And I'm going to get some sleep now for a little bit before I said that was the agreement of I'm so excited for her to come back, and I need to sleep through the night a little bit. It's been a long year with her, caring for her. Okay, so today we're going to go into a bit of a purification process, and then an anchoring in your own frequency to really create that sovereignty. Because regardless of where we are in our opinions, beliefs, the da 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 da, this is like definitely a political free space, is doesn't matter where we land in our experience of the turning of the ages right now. It is, no matter who you are, no matter where you stand, is to be able to access your own truth, and to be able to access what you feel and what is true for your being, regardless of what is happening on the external, and then make not only decisions, but to be able to serve, right? So, it's so much, yes, about we need to find our truth and yada, yada, but turning that, I don't mean yada, yada as in lightly. And at the end of the day, it's how can we serve? Truly. It's, we're all here for a reason. We've committed to being here on this planet at a really important time in the human evolution, and where the potential is for us to go and anchor in these new frequencies on the planet. And so much of it is turning what we've been programmed for so long, thousands of years, and turning it on its head. And instead of, what can we do? What can we get? It's like, how can we serve? How can we be a part of this beautiful process that might not feel beautiful in moments? And in order to do that, we need to feel resourced, right? So it's very, as everyone knows, most also like moms and Sue, doctors and nurses and everyone, like as you're giving, you need to be resourced. And how do we be resourced if we can't access our own energy, because we're so full of the collective, we're so full of just all the static that is occurring. We're also in a very interesting portal astrologically this month, where it does feel like a shakeup, right? So everyone's been like, oh, yay, 2021. yay, and then now it's like, oh wow, here we are. Like, it's not a moment of, okay, we can change the narrative of 2020, of like it being like all the memes that are going on of like, oh, don't invite 2020 back, or like be very good. I've just seen some funny memes of be super quiet and good, and then like well behaved, so we don't have 2020 again. Instead, changing the narrative so we can also feel empowered of like 2020, like year 10, like it's been intense, but it's like we have been at the sacred fires for so long, praying for a different. We've known that we needed a shift globally. We've needed a shift to be able to sustain life on Earth, to be able to sustain life in a way that is also shifting the power dynamics. And of course, just like in any process, we don't get to the star card without going through the tower, so to speak, in the tarot. So really the empowerment of changing the narrative of your experiences in 2020, and then also knowing that wherever we land in 2021, and in that we create our own meme, right? And so in order to do that, we need to feel what is ours, what are we anchoring in, and having even more so now energetic hygiene, to be able to let go, anchor in sovereignty, and then from there feel resourced. Then your truth, and you're able to serve from a place of knowing instead of habit. So we are going to be dropping into the space here in a moment. I'm just going to go over a little bit what we're going to do, and then we'll do it. Is we're going to be dropping into this space, and there's going to be well, there's already frequencies in the field, but I'll be guiding you in different places to place your awareness. So then, and you don't have to do anything. The energies are going to come in and help to purify, and you might get insight. You might feel energy moving. You might see images, or you might just know that something cleared. So we all sense the subtle realms in different ways, and just allowing however you engage in the communication with spirit, your own energy body, your own frequencies is perfect. So if you see something, I'm doing better, but I'm still catching myself saying the word see. You can like implement that, or like insert, feel, know, whatever your experiences of the subtle realms. You don't have to see anything. I get emails quite regularly of you don't see any, and you don't have to see. Clairvoyance is not the rec, like not a prereq. So is that it? I'm pretty fired up about this topic, as you can tell. Yay, so glad y'all are all here. All right. So as always, get comfy. Let's close the eyes. And as always, get curious with where your breath, the interface between breath and spirit, breath and your own life force meet. Does it feel deep today? So really dropping in. There's nothing you have to do or see. How is the breath landing right now? How is your life force moving through you? As you. And after you make contact with exactly how it is right now, seeing if there is a shift, what would serve in the highest good, in the highest way right now? Do you deepen the breath into the belly? Or do you allow there just to be space and a quiet courting of the breath? Feeling the earth underneath you, saying hello, perhaps a gratitude from your heart. And feeling her consciousness, really being open with curiosity. What does the earth's consciousness as this ancient being, how does the communication come back into your field? Is there like a ping of energy? Do you sense something? And feeling into that sacred land that you are on. It doesn't have to be a big stone circle or these power spots. Where you are is sacred, right? It could be in the middle of the city, it could be in the countryside. And with your presence, you're lighting up the grid from where you are and feeling into lighting up the grid on the earth plane right where you are as the light in your heart lights up the sacred flame. And here we are together around the world, these points of light in our hearts as well as in the earth grid. So just sending a hello and gratitude, maybe some love and healing out in this grid, as well as receiving the love and the hellos that are coming to you. Beautiful. Just relaxing, receive. There's nothing you have to do. Get to relax and receive. Hmm. And just tuning into your whole body. This vehicle, this vessel from which your soul, your spirit expresses itself, lives out life in this middle realm, Kaya Pacha. I'm getting curious, how full do you feel? And now getting curious, how full do you feel of energy that is not your own divine blueprint. You're not your own divine essence. So we're highlighting, just seeing, is there any energy kind of a rhetorical question. So from this place of being curious, sensing your body, and then we're going to move to the awareness of outside of your body, just a few inches, the first layer of your biofield. So from this place, feeling connected to the earth, perhaps putting up a grounding cord that goes from the base of your spine to the center of the earth, as wide as your hips or wider. Yep, good. So as that set at release, it's going to be helping energies to clear from gravity as we move into the purification process. So moving back to awareness of your body and then the area around your body. So with that curiosity and that gauge of how full you feel of other energies versus your own divine essence and blueprint, we're going to come back to it. So just note where you're at. And inviting in the awareness that there are eyes, so to speak, or gateways on all of your cells, all of your atoms, your molecules, your skin cells, down to your toenails, your organs. And just like you're opening a trap door to your grounding cord, for those who've worked with it for a bit, it's like opening up a door down to the micro level and allowing a flush to happen. Just allowing any energies that are not yours to be released from the cellular level on the energetics. So inviting into the space the frequency of purification, this liquid blue energy coming in. You can see it coming into all your cells at once or coming into the crown of the head. It's linked with a certain star system. So it's just coming in to help purify. And notice what comes up if you feel like energy moving at your liver, your gallbladder, or just different areas around your body. Just allow the energies to come. So two things are happening. You're opening up to release from a cellular level, as well as the purification ray coming in And remember, the subconscious mind does not know the difference between dream and 3D reality. So just allowing full surrender. The mind comes up if this is really happening, just allowing that space. I'm just going to name some things to really detox in the field. First one's liver. So if you know where your liver is, you can put your awareness on your liver. If not, you can just think liver. And so getting curious with this consciousness, right? So consciousness precedes form. So the consciousness of the liver, your liver, seeing if there's anything that pops up when you ask, like, what does your liver need? If there's anything, some things that might come up might be direct as lemon water, forgiveness, stretching, just anything goes. Also, your pancreas lighting up, the throat, allowing extra energies, if it resonates with these areas, to release, as well as fortify with the ray of purification, this blue ray coming into your body. As soon as something's released, it's coming in and filling it up. Beautiful. So as the energies continue to release down the grounding cord and also on its own, just notice what you notice. Also, I'm seeing the back of the heart, the back of the throat, also the back of the head, like the occiput area. So if there's been any headaches, right at that base of the spine, occiput, the skull area, just letting that dump out. That's a lot where we also store, the unconscious gets stored, but also projections of programs from someone else's unconscious. Beautiful. And tuning into that area around your body. So checking in, just allowing what wants to be released released at this first layer of your aura, first layer of the biofield. We're going to go to the second level, second layer. Again, you don't have to know where this is, just trusting energy follows thought. So just allowing that second layer to be cleared. Say hello to, it sometimes just does it automatically. The third layer of the biofield, that fourth layer. And noticing what happens to the physical body if anything lights up. So if you're on the fourth layer and something lights up in your heart or in your stomach, just allowing things to shift. The fifth layer of your energy field. The sixth layer. And the seventh. Beautiful. Good. So focusing on the breath, letting the energies move. And allowing all intention or attention to drop, just sitting in your own space, the breath. Just notice what you notice. Do you feel more spacious? And if there's more awareness of some areas that want to be clear, just take note. You can go back later. Beautiful. From here, allowing the highest light of the divine, of your divine, your relationship to spirit, to creator, divine. Allowing the grace that is always raining down on you. It's like removing that umbrella that we so often put in place of us and the divine, us and grace. Letting your upper centers open, receiving that stream of light, grace, of love. The blessings from the divine, the blessings from your higher self, your soul, your spirit. Coming into the upper centers, coming into the soul light, a foot above the head, coming into the crown, right into the center of your brain, pineal, pituitary, hypothalamus. Making sure to go to the amygdala. You don't have to know where the amygdala is. So much of the emotional brain gets activated these days. So just allowing that grace, that love, that healing balm to go right into the emotional brain, the back of the brain, the parietal lobes, the sides, your whole brain just lighting up with love, with grace. Flowing down the spinal cord, out to all your centers, your chakras, your organs, your thymus, your immune system, your circulatory system, lymphatic system. So allowing, there's nothing to do. We just get to relax with that exhale, relax with the out breath. To just open and receive. And that resonance within your body, your cells that are divine, that are that spark of grace, of light, starts to turn on in a more profound way. There's a resonance, a waking up of the divine human blueprint that's within your cells, your DNA. Beautiful. Beautiful. Just relax, receive. Relax and receive. And from this place, putting the question in the field with curiosity from your higher self, your sacred heart, the divine. Is there anything, or what is one thing that would be helpful for you today in this moment to remember who you are, to be able to stay in this field of grace, of sovereignty? Just being open. You don't have to reach for it. It's just catching, opening to the flow of, and you might feel silence, which in and of itself is a profound message. Letting the breath get a little bit deeper as you integrate, feeling your feet on the floor, the weight of your body on the earth. Breathing in for that integration of yourself as a child of the earth, animal, body, bone, as well as from the stars, from the divine, beyond the body, beyond blood and bone and form. Beautiful. Breathing into the front of the heart and the back of the heart. When you're ready, slowly opening your eyes. And if time allows and you feel, of course, as always, to stay inward, please do so. And if anything came up, you can write it down. And I encourage you, I won't talk too much because I want everyone to stay if they can, as long as you want in this space. Let that be your reference point throughout the day. You could be driving, doing your service work, however that shows up in the world, tending to your families, yourself, of when you feel your field, or which we normally what happens more is we feel our consciousness or our mind, right, our emotions get contracted, and that's the indication the field is contracted. So yes, sometimes it's tending to the emotions, this and that, and sometimes it's simply, how can I come back to that spaciousness? And then from that place of spaciousness, solutions or adjustments to your energy field, adjustments to your experience will be right there, of like what is the most useful and helpful at that time. Could you feel the purification going, of opening up? And so that energy, also calling in the ray of purification, you want to make sure to fill up from it, because it can be, well, it's a detox vibration, but it's a really powerful ray to, especially if you feel like full from your day or from an experience or interaction, to call in the purification ray. It doesn't have to show up as a blue frequency. It does, for the most part, have that particular vibration that kind of cuts through things, similar to Archangel Michael's energy. But however it shows up for you is however it shows up. There's no wrong answer there. But it's really helpful. You can call it forth when you're taking Epsom salt bath. And then again, making sure to fill up and to feel the fullness of your own divine essence and your own blueprint is really important afterwards. And yeah, it's so good to be back with you. I'm just so good to see you in the Hollywood squares that we get into. And so next week it'll be Wednesday. So I've taken a break from my beloved passing, and then our internet went out yesterday, which it happens living on the mountainside. But they'll be back on Wednesdays like normal, and there'll be an email, and the replay will go out by tomorrow. So I love you all. So good to see you, and I hope this was helpful. And I will see you next week.